All right, we are in the Gridiron tournament in the rookie division. We're in the opening round. I lost a few videos, so I'm going to have to go back here and kind of recreate them. So we are on hole number 14. And we're having a pretty good round so far. Trying to play them one hole at a time. So this hole right here, we are definitely going to we're going for the shot out here, and I'm sure if in the tournament you're seeing if people are going for this shot out here, not talking about the layup, but if you're going for this shot out here, you're seeing a lot of people, if they bring a Titan, they're ending up over in this area. They're ending up, and they can even be high if they really catch it, but they're ending up over here in the rough. And what irritates me about that is that, heck, you're right here. Draw a line across there. You missed all of this fairway. It's just sitting right there. I mean, you actually made the shot. It just doesn't have quite enough curl to make it around that bend. And we've got, depending on what brackets you're playing in, or what tees you're playing from, if you've got multiple accounts and you're playing the other account from the back tee, it'll be a totally different deal. But in rookie, you can make that shot as long as you've got three side spins. So bring a kingmaker. I've got some balls that came out during the World Cup, and so I'm using those balls. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe it's this one. We will find out. I should have had it ready. What kind of guy am I? All right, so we got for all intents and purposes, a 4-mile-an-hour wind. That's 2 rings. This ball right here has 3 power, 3 side spin, and 2 wind. So it's a Titan with more side spin. We're just trying to float out there in the middle. Now when you come here, I would prefer to be where I'm at, or use a 5 power ball and try and get so far up there that, but for my game, that's about as far as I usually get. I've used a 5 power ball on this, and I've been way up front, and I really didn't like the shot. You can get up here, you get a little bit. I actually overhit a little from where I like to hit. That's why I didn't try the dunk here, because that tree was just a little in my way. It was a very narrow shot, and we're shooting a pretty good round, so I didn't want to risk my eagle. But this hole right here is very, very, you need to get eagles on all the par 5s. I mean, that's not even, you can't not get eagle on all the par 5s. We've got some par 4s that we can pick shots up on, and we have to capitalize on that. We can't afford to work as hard as we're working to try and get those eagles on those par 4s, and to try and get some of these hole-in-ones, and then turn around and drop a shot on one of these par 5s in this tournament. And this hole right here is definitely a hole that people can drop a shot. So even if you try this overpower shot here, the thing I like about the overpower shot is, even if you come out here and you miss the shot up here and you dribble out into the rough out in this area, you can still make that shot. You still have a shot if you've got good enough clubs. So if you don't have good enough clubs, then you're going to need to make sure that you don't miss that shot. I try and play this hole this way every time, but sometimes you come here and the winds are high enough and they're going in exactly the wrong direction that this isn't a viable shot. So I will do the wraparound. But the whole deal with this is, in a tournament, if you get caught up in any of this stuff right here, you have no shot. But if you try and overdo it and you get caught up anywhere up here, you have a shot. So I don't want to put any of this stuff into play in a tournament. I would rather end up out here in the rough and have to take that shot that I can make and hope that I can get out here into the better area because we set the shot up right, than to take any risks at all with this bottom. So if you're having a hard time on this hole, and you're using this lower shot, sit down and think about, like, try and hit up here. Try this shot and hit up here and try and get in the rough and see if you can make the shot from the rough, or what that shot looks like, or what your club, like how far do you have to get with the clubs that you have? Do you need to be above this line in order to have a shot? Or can you just dribble on? And it'll depend on the wind direction too. So if you get a headwind right here and you're way back here, your shot's going to be increased because it's going to be hard to get around this corner with a headwind. If you've got pretty much any other kind of wind, it's not going to hurt you. But if it's anything coming from this direction, all right, that was hole number 14 of the Gridiron tournament in the rookie division in the opening round. Thanks for watching. If I can get my thing to turn off.